See you next.
We're not sure what we're doing here, we haven't got a clue, but we'll have some fun, and so will you. Havakazoo, Havakazoo, Havakazoo. Havakazoo, Jason! Havakazoo, Gabrielle! Havakazoo, Watchdog! Havakazoo, Bessie! Havakazoo, 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 Havakazoo.
Havakazoo, everybody.
Havakazoo?
Watchdog, what
Yeah?
are you doing?
Jason's asked me to hang this painting up, you know. You got to be a proper decorator to do this sort of thing.
But you're not a decorator. You're a watchdog.
Ah, but my granddad used to be the finest decorator in the whole of Basingstoke, and it's bound to run in the family. There you go. Ow! Look, just stand over there and tell me how it looks, will you?
Okay, but I think you're wasting your
Just
time.
stand over there.
But watchdog,
Look, don't argue. Jace will be back soon. Got so much to do, I haven't got much time.
But watchdog, I think you should realise that...
Go, hanging like a coat.
But watchdog,
What is it, Missy?
you're supposed to hang it in your area.
Yes, well, yeah, I knew that, didn't I?
While Watchdog is putting the painting up, why don't you go and watch the Mr. Men? In this story, little Miss Tidy returns from her holiday and finds herself in a lot of trouble.
Little Miss Tidy loses a friend. The first thing little Miss Tidy does when she returns from holiday is to unpack. Little Miss Tidy enjoys nothing better than unpacking.
Mother, now where did I put the key for my suitcases? Oh dear, silly me. I put them there so I wouldn't lose them. Mother, who could that be? Yoo-hoo, it's us. Us? Yes, Miss Trouble and little Miss Tiny. I would offer you a cup of tea, but I must finish unpacking. What a wonderful idea. We'd love a cup of tea. Oh, not in there. I bet she can't remember where she's put the tea. Silly me. The tea was in the sewing box. Sugar? Yes, please. Just one grain, please. Oh, yuck! This tea tastes of salt.
Poor little Miss Tidy puts salt in the sugar bowl by mistake.
I must remember that next time I have someone round for tea. I've got an idea. Let's have some fun. May I use your phone? Why, of course. Help yourself.
Now, I wonder what she's up to.
Tea's ready. The sugar is in the sugar bowl. Thank you. Now, if you don't mind, I must finish tidying up. There's nothing like a tidy house. That sounds like little Miss Tiny. Please come and find me. It's dark in here. Where are you, little Miss Tiny? Don't know. I can't see a thing. I'm afraid. Oh, my goodness. Help!
Help has arrived.
It's little Miss Helpful, the most unhelpful person in the world. What or who could have brought her round?
Little Miss Trouble phoned to say you needed some help tidying up.
Oh, Miss Trouble, I might have guessed you'd be up to something. Who? May? It just so happens, Miss Helpful, that you may be able to help. We've lost Miss Tiny. Oh! Little Miss Tiny, where are you? I don't know, but I'm next to something cold with a long pipe. It can't be my hairdryer. I saw that earlier in the refrigerator while looking for the milk. It must be the Hoover. But where did I put it? Little Miss Tiny, if you find a button, press it. Dear, oh dear. I know, a cup of tea will perk you up. No, thank you. I think I'd rather go home. But it's such a long way. But you only live next door. Yes, but only next door for you is a long way for me. Well, I'll come with you then. No, thank you. Would you call a taxi, please, little Miss Tidy? Of course, right away. Now, where did I put the telephone?
There you are, Messi.
Ah, you've put it up at last.
Yeah.
Wow, it's me.
Yeah, it's a special picture from Sarah Louise Priestley in Bradford. She's drawn you with lots of straight lines.
Hey?
Well, look, Messi. You see, her picture is made up from two boxes. One box is big and one box is small. The small box is your head and the big box is your body. Yeah, she probably used a ruler to get the straight lines.
Oh, what do you mean, Watchdog?
Eh? Well, let's see. I've got a box down here. Now, all boxes are made up, basically, from straight lines, right? This is a straight line up here, and this is a straight line here.
Oh, you are clever, Watchdog. That's a lot of straight lines.
Yeah. Actually, that gives me an idea. Why don't we make a pretend Messi out of cardboard boxes, eh?
Out of cardboard boxes?
Yes, out of cardboard boxes. This small one here could be your head, and we could make your body out of a big box if we can find one.
Oh, great! This is going to be fun.
Yeah. Oh, hang on though. Before we make anything today, I think we should watch the 7 Little Mice. I wonder what they'll be doing today.
Sammy! Coming, Mum! Hi! Joey! Oh, that's me! Sally?
That's me.
Lucy!
Yes, Mum.
Ow! Benny!
Yeah.
Timmy! Amy? Amy, are you there? Hi. What? I'm not usually here. What am I doing here? What? What are you doing? Swap! Come on, swap! Oh my gosh!
This is the story of 7 little mice, all the same age, all from one family. 7 brothers and sisters. And their mother and father.
Mum finds a way!
Ever since they were born, my 7 little mice have been looking forward to school. But now their first day is tomorrow, and they don't want to go. What shall I do? I don't know if they're too scared or too excited, or what it can be. But they'll never become 7 big mice if they don't go to school. Sally and Benny. Sammy and Joey, Timmy, Amy and Lucy. I love them so much. With Father away, I must solve this all by myself. I have to think of something. But what? I have to get them across the forest all the way to school, because when they get there, I know they'll love it. Won't they? Oh, I'm sure they will. Hope I can do it. Oh, what's wrong? What is it? Come on! Did it? Oh, that was so hard. Oh no! Wait! Stop! Stop! Stop unrolling! Oh no! Stop! Stop! Not that way! Oh please! Caught you! I'm exhausted. Oh. Are the kids really going to go to school? No matter what I do to get them there for their first day? Oh. I don't know. I don't think I can do it. Oh, how beautiful it is. Oh, thank you. Now I know that I can do it. What a beautiful day for a walk. Put on your hats and shoes, everybody, and don't forget your bags. We're on our way for our first day at school. What's going on? Stop that at once, everybody. It's not time for playing. It's time to leave. Oh, well, I'll just have to catch the train all by myself. Bye-bye. Huh? What? Huh? Hurry onto the train. The train is leaving. All aboard now. All aboard. The train is leaving. Hurry aboard! Toot-toot, go-go, toot-toot, go. Mouse train is leaving, toot-toot, go. Toot-toot, go-go, toot-toot, go. Mouse train is leaving, toot-toot, go.
Whoa, it's a train. Look at the rails. Whoa, you're right, Sammy. There are rails.
Come on, everyone, all aboard, quickly.
Come on, let's go, Sammy. Come on, Danny. Coming. Choo-choo, go-go, choo-choo, go. Choo-choo, go-go, choo-choo, go.
Everyone aboard. Oh, there you are, Benny.
Choo-choo, go-go, choo-choo, go. Choo-choo, go-go, choo-choo, go. Choo-choo, go-go, choo-choo, go.
The train's leaving. Everyone hold on tight.
Go-go, choo-choo, go. Choo-choo, go-go,
Off we go.
choo-choo, go-go, choo-choo, go. Choo-choo, go-go, choo-choo, go. Choo-choo, go-go, choo-choo, go. Choo-choo, go-go, choo-choo, go. Choo-choo, go-go, choo-choo, go. Choo-choo, go-go.
Mouse train through the forest, riding on the rails. Right behind the engine, we lift up our tails. The forest might be scary, the journey will be long. Not a thing can stop us, our spirits will be strong. Hey! Choo-choo-a-go-go, all aboard the mouse train. Choo-choo-a-go-go, all aboard the mouse train. Choo-choo-a-go-go, all aboard the mouse train. All aboard the mouse train, on our way to school. Mouse train through the forest, riding on the rails. Right behind the engine, we lift up our tails. The forest might be scary, the journey will be long. We know that we'll get there, our engine is our mom. Choo-choo-a-go-go, all aboard the mouse train. Choo-choo-a-go-go, all aboard the mouse train. Choo-choo-a-go-go, all aboard the mouse train. All aboard the mouse train, on our way to school. Hey!
Welcome back. Watchdog isn't here at the moment. He's trying to find a big box. So why don't we have a look at the post from the Havakazoo viewers? This letter is from Caroline Hamer in High Wycombe. She says she loves Havakazoo and has sent us an award for being the best programme in the world. She's even drawn us a cup. Did you draw it on your computer, Caroline? The lines are really straight. Thanks very much, Caroline. This picture is from Emma Gurney from Doncaster. Ooh, she's drawn a picture of me. Look at all the straight lines. I think I'm going to notice straight lines all the time now.
Look at this, Missy.
Hey, it's another Messi. Hello, Messi too.
Now it's time for the Mr. Men too. And in this story, the circus comes to town. All the Mr. Men get really excited. And then something really surprising happens.
Mr. Funny puts on a show. It was a beautiful, bright and sunny morning in Mr. Land, and everyone was up especially early. Good morning, Miss Neat. Mr. Clumsy was already up preparing his breakfast. Mr. Greedy had already drunk 10 cups of coffee and eaten 2 dozen eggs. And Mr. Strong opened his... Oh, dear. And why is everyone so excited? There were trapeze artists, jugglers, acrobats, and of course, the star attraction, Chuckles, the funniest clown in the world. But of all the Mr. Men and little misses, Mr. Funny was by far the most excited. Chuckles the clown was Mr. Funny's hero. It's just too much. Mr. Funny set out extra early to get a front row seat. Hello now! Yoo-hoo! Hey, I say, it's Mr. Funny! Oh, am I too early? Is anyone here? Where is everyone? Where everyone was in bed, ill. We've got measles. I mean, everybody's got measles. Oh, who hasn't got measles? I mean, I thought I'd had them, but I've got them again. I've got measles.
I'm afraid there won't be any show tonight.
Mr. Funny couldn't believe it. Then he had an idea. Tightrope, and then the whole thing would go, and I mean, Mr. Bump, Mr. Bump. That's a terrific idea, Mr. Funny. We'd be delighted to help. Yeah, count me in. Yeah, brilliant, sure, yeah. Right. And that night, at the circus...
Hello, everyone! I'm Mr. Noisy. I'm afraid I have some bad news. The circus performers all have measles. However, the show will go on.
And so it did. Little Miss Naughty opened the show with a splash. Mr. Strong astonished everyone with a show of his strength. Mr. Topsy-Turvy performed on the tightrope. And while Mr. Tickle made sure that no one stopped laughing, Mr. Bump was just Mr. Bump. But the best and funniest moment of all was when Mr. Funny came out pulling the funniest faces anyone had ever seen. Oh, stop it, Mr. Funny. Please don't. Even Mr. Grumpy laughed. Nonsense. The show was a great success. And everyone thanked Mr. Funny for his brilliant idea.
Thank you, Mr. Funny.
Splendid show, splendid. But Mr. Funny was still very sad not to have seen Chuckles perform. Who could that be?
Hello, Mr. Funny. I want to give you this cup for being the funniest man in Mr.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that was funny. Please come in. We'll have some tea.
Thank you.
And what a tea party it was. 20 custard pies in the face and 10 buckets of jelly down the neck. You're too well. Hilariously funny.
I enjoyed watching that.
I really like my new friend, Watchdog. And look at all those straight lines.
Yes. Actually, I'm thinking of selling him to the circus.
To the circus? What as?
An elephant.
An elephant?
I think it'd make a very good one.
I'm going to have a go at making another Watchdog.
Oh,
I'll
really?
have to find an old carpet, though.
An old carpet? I'll be watching you. And you.
Havakazoo!
Havakazoo.
Havakazoo, 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 Havakazoo.